Early on during Monday's edition of the talk show, Mark opened a package he had received from a fan. It was filled with things that referenced his childhood, like a package of Big League Chew. In the package was also a pipe that was meant to reference a clay pipe he smoked leaves out of when he was a child. Mark, 52, eagerly took it out of the gift bag and put it in his mouth, then started pointing with it. "I could point at you to do things," he told his wife and co-host jokingly. "What would you like me to do?" a laughing Kelly, 53, asked. "I don't know, change the channel," her husband replied in a joking manner. "I'm just gonna say, if you point at me with that pipe, I'm going to point at you with a machete," Kelly said pointedly while looking straight at Mark. "Okay," he replied quickly. "But I think I'm gonna get into this," Mark continued to a seemingly annoyed Kelly. "I'll get you some leaves out of the backyard," a smiling Kelly sniped as they continued the show. Kelly's chaos. Recently, Kelly admitted to being distracted while suffering a blunder on Live. The surprising moment occurred during the Stump Mark segment of Live with Kelly and Mark. After Mark showed off the possible prizes for contestants that stump him, the broadcast returned to the studio and captured Kelly, 53, fidgeting with her eye. Before her husband could get started with the game, Kelly announced, "I'm so distracted. One of my false eyelashes is falling off." The Riverdale alum turned to his wife and co-host and laughed, as did the watching studio audience. Kelly looked at them with one hand still attempting to replace the eyelash and laughingly stated, "Sorry guys." Mark asked, "Did you make a wish? When you ripped the whole band off?" Kelly interjected and then promptly responded, "No." During the same episode, Mark teased a major show update after Kelly commented about making a huge life change. The couple discussed some of the gifts they received for Christmas. Mark reminded Kelly he got her bridge lessons, which she was excited to recall. "I've been dying to take up bridge," Kelly said. "Here's my plan. We learn bridge. The next phase to learning bridge is you move to Palm Springs. That is the way it goes. That is the natural progression of your life," she insisted. "So I am halfway there because I have my bridge lessons, and you're going to take them with me," Kelly told Mark. She insisted that the pair wouldn't be competitive as they learned the game, but they'd spend equal time studying. "You will be obligated to move us to Palm Springs, where 90% of bridge players live," Kelly told Mark. "I love what's happening to you," Mark joked, saying he was seeing the future. "I love it," he said. Winter vacation. The same week, Kelly and Mark talked about their winter break. Kelly asked if everyone had a nice break as she looked around at the crew. "We had an interesting one," Mark said with a smile on his face. "Oh my gosh," Kelly replied. "We were with all our kids, 3 of them that we know about," Mark joked. Kelly looked at Mark with a nervous smile and he shrugged. I don't know what that means," he said as the audience laughed. "Anything you want to announce here today?" Kelly asked her husband. Mark moved his hands in front of him and said, No. Kelly and Mark have 3 children together. Michael, 26, Lola, 22, and Joaquin, 20. Big Stevie. Mark went on to say that all 3 of their children brought their significant others with them. "That was really weird for us," he said, leaning back in his chair and looking at Kelly. "You thought it was weird?" she asked. Mark clarified that he thought it was great, but was weird because he never thought it would happen. Kelly said that their children, a lot like her, have good taste when it comes to picking their partners. Everybody stayed in separate rooms, Mark told the audience. Kelly didn't know how it was going to go, but said it wound up being great. And they got along with each other. "They went off and did young people stuff," she said. "And they want to hang out with us," Mark ended.